From the top menu bar, click Fabric and then click Access Policies. In the left navigation pane, right-click Monitoring Policies and choose Create Monitoring Policy. In the Create Monitoring Policy window, type a name for the policy and click Submit. From the top menu bar, click Fabric and then click Access Policies. In the left navigation pane, expand Monitoring Policies and expand the new monitoring policy name. Under the monitoring policy name, click Stats Collection Policies. In the Stats Collection Policies table, note that all granularity periods are enabled by default, but a history retention period is defined only for granularities up to and including 1 day. These default settings will be inherited by any policies you configure unless you choose to override them with custom settings. From the Monitoring Object drop-down list, choose the object to be monitored. If the desired object does not appear in the list, click the Edit icon to the right of the list and check the checkbox of the object you want to add. From the Monitoring Object drop-down list, choose the object to be monitored. From the Stats Type drop-down list, choose the statistic to be monitored. If the desired statistic does not appear in the list, click the Edit icon to the right of the list and check the checkbox of the desired statistic, then click Submit. Choose the statistic to be monitored. In the Stats Collection Policies table, click the plus icon to select a granularity period. As an optional step, you can enable or disable the granularity period, you can modify the history retention period, and you can configure thresholds for generating faults. To configure thresholds for a granularity period, click the plus icon to open the Thresholds for Collection window. For the desired property in the Property table, click the plus icon to open the Edit Stats Threshold window. Choose a property. In the Edit Stats Threshold window, type a normal value for the property. In the Threshold Direction field, choose the appropriate radio button based on whether a fault should be generated when the property rises above a threshold, falls below a threshold, or both. Check the appropriate checkboxes to determine the severity of the fault or faults to be generated. Based on your previous selections, enter the Set and Reset thresholds in the enabled data fields for rising and falling thresholds. Click Submit to save the threshold settings. Click Close to save the statistics collection policy. From the top menu bar, click Fabric and then click Access Policies. In the left navigation pane, expand Monitoring Policies and expand the new monitoring policy name. Under the name of the monitoring policy, click Stats Export Policies. From the Monitoring Object drop-down list, choose the monitoring object specified earlier. From the Stats Type drop-down list, choose the statistic specified earlier. In the Stats Export Policies table, click the plus icon to open the Create Stats Export Policy window. The Create Stats Export Policy window opens. From the Format drop-down list, choose either JSON or XML as the output data format. In the Compression Algorithm field, choose the appropriate radio button to select whether the output data will be compressed. Under Export Destinations, choose an existing destination or click the plus icon to open the Create Stats Export Destination window. To define a new remote destination server to receive the exported statistics, type a name for the new destination. From the Protocol drop-down list, choose the File Transfer Protocol. Type the host IP address for the remote destination server. In the Remote Path field, type the path to the desired directory on the remote destination server. Type the username and password to log into the remote destination server. From the Management EPG drop-down list, choose the EPG that connects to the remote destination server. Click OK to save the export destination. Click Submit to save the statistics export policy. From the top menu bar, click Fabric and then click Access Policies. In the left navigation pane, expand Interface Policies. Under Interface Policies, right-click Policy Groups and choose Create Access Port Policy Group. The Create Access Port Policy Group window opens. Enter a name for the policy group in the name field. From the Monitoring Policy drop-down list, choose the new monitoring policy. Click Submit to save the policy group. From the top menu bar, click Fabric and then click Access Policies. In the left navigation pane, expand Interface Policies. Under Interface Policies, right-click Profiles and choose Create Interface Profile. The Create Interface Profile window opens. Enter a profile name in the name field. In the Interface Selectors table, click the plus icon to enable editing of an interface selector. Type a name for the interface selector. In the Interface IDs field, type a list or range of interfaces. From the Policy Group drop-down list, choose the new port policy group. Click OK to save the interface selector. Click Submit to save the interface profile.